After the first part of Harry Potter Small Details video, you guys asked me to make a part 2, so here he is. I tried to collect as many small details as possible that you might have noticed while watching the movies. So without going any further, let's just get into it. During the scene when we first were introduced to the Great Hall, at the start of the sorting ceremony, Harry catches Professor Snape glancing at him, and at the same time his scar burns. Initially, it was considered as a warning that Snape was a bad person, but if you think about it, Quirrell is sat with his back to Harry, so Harry can only see the back of his head. We later learn that Voldemort is a part of the back of Quirrell's head, hidden beneath his turban. So in this scene, Voldemort is actually staring right at Harry, so Harry's scar was burning because of Quirrell instead of Snape. Neville Longbottom's grandmother never made it to the movies, although she was mentioned a couple of times, like when she sent him the Remembrall. But what if I can tell you that Neville and his grandma were there in the Philosopher's Stone together? It was exactly in the scene when Harry got into the plot for 9 3/4. If you can look closely, you can notice Neville and his grandma beside the Hogwarts Express. This one is really hard to be noticed, but it was a nice touch. Speaking of the Remembrall, it was an object given by his grandma before the school year, as Neville usually forget to remember things. But have you ever wondered what did Neville forget when the Remembrall turned red? Well, he actually forgot to carry his robe, where you can see everyone in the hall wearing their robes. That one Neville forgot to do. In the scene and diagonally, you can see the Harry Potter books collection in the left hand of the screen. The reason why they're put there is pretty unknown. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, during the Battle of Hogwarts, Harry, Ron and Hermione did fight off trolls, same as in the Philosopher's Stone when Harry and Ron saved Hermione from a troll in the girls' bathroom. Then they fought next Acromantula, giant spiders. It's a nod to the Chamber of Secrets, when Harry and Ron fought off Aragog and his colony of Acromantula. Then the trio encountered the werewolf Fëanor Greyback, and also the Dementors, which connect to the events of the Prisoner of Azkaban, facing a werewolf Remus Lupin and hundreds of Dementors. So this was a flashback of all the fights they had in the first 3 movies.
You've got dirt on your nose, by the way. Did you know? Just there.
When you think about it at first, Ron having a dirt on his nose is just because Ron was a little bit missing. But in the Chamber of Secrets, we all found out that the Weasley family used the Flow network to travel from place to place. Now we can guess where this dirt came from, especially as we have a scene of what happened to Harry in his first Flow network travel. We all know that Voldemort's diary was kept on Lucius Malfoy's possessions. Voldemort told Lucius to use the diary to reopen the Chamber of Secrets. So here in this scene, we can see the exact moment when Ginny received Tom Riddle's diary. Lucius pulled one book from Ginny's cauldron, and then he placed back the book and also a new one, which was Tom Riddle's diary. The Weasley's Barrow is one of the most beautiful places in Harry Potter. In the scene when Harry was looking at the clock, there was another option on it, dentist. Now dentists don't really exist in the magical world. We found this out in the Half-Blood Prince when Hermione explains to Professor Slughorn that her parents are dentists, and Slughorn is confused, asking whether that is considered a dangerous profession. However, dentist was added to the clock at the Barrow probably for Arthur Weasley, who has a love and fascination of all things Muggle related. At the end of the Chamber of Secrets, and even after the credits, there was a scene given at the very end of the movie. Gilderoy Lockhart's picture with the title, Who Am I? A picture of his fate, which was being sent to St. Mungo's Hospital. Speaking of Lockhart, Lockhart was exposed as a complete fraud when he was tasked with saving Ginny in the Chamber of Secrets, and is caught by Harry and Ron trying to flee school. If you look to the left of the screen when Harry and Ron confronted Lockhart, you can catch a luxurious blonde wig sitting on display on Lockhart's desk. He even stuffed the wig into one of his bags during the scene as he's packing to flee. The movie then suggests that this wizard's iconic blonde locks are just as fake as his famous journeys around the world. The last sentence of the last Harry Potter book was the scar had not pointed Harry for 19 years. This was well done in the shot of the movie, as Harry's scar is almost completely faded. In the Deathly Hallows Part 2, when the trio are escaping from the room of requirements, you can see one of the pieces of chess there. This piece came from Ron's battle of wizard chess and the Philosopher's Stone. When Oliver Wood is introducing Harry to Quidditch, there is a little lovely detail here. When Harry released the golden snitch, you can notice that Harry's eyes locked into it, while Oliver is searching around the air for it. This shows how Harry is naturally gifted for being a seeker. There were also some small details like this guy here and the Leaky Cauldron who made this bottle disappear completely. Or the Chocolate Frog who showed up during the first scene of the Hogwarts Express and also during the last one in the end. That was all for today's video. Please, if you enjoyed, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and feel free to comment down below your thoughts and ideas. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.